student at Rehan School Online Academy, and I'm from Rawalpindi, Pakistan. This is my Sesame session number 18th. Today's topic of conversation is how to get your brain to focus. So, basically, in a world full of distractions, phones, social media, and noise, our biggest challenge is focus. Focus means training our brain to pay attention to one thing at a time and finish it with full energy and clarity. Um, at Rehan School, students learn that a focused mind is a powerful mind. Rehan Allahwala teaches that success doesn't come from working more, but from working with attention and working with purpose. So next, focus grows through habits like meditation, reading, deep breathing, turning off distractions, and setting clear goals. When you your So, focus grows through habits like meditation, reading, deep breathing, turning off distractions, and setting clear goals. When your mind learns to stay in the present moment, your creativity, learning, and confidence all rise. So, key idea is focus is your brain superpower. The more you train it, the more you control, gain over your life and over your dreams. So now we will talk with Maya on the topic how to get your brain to focus. So let's get started.
Hi there. I hope things are going smoothly for you today.
Hey Maya, how are you? And what's up?
Ah, I'm doing all right, just existing. as usual. And not a whole lot is up with me, honestly. What about you? Anything interesting happened since we last chatted a couple hours ago?
Do you remember what we were talking last?
You mean a bit ago? Yeah, vaguely. We were circling around consistency, what it means, how to build it, why it matters. You were asking some good questions, though you were being a little quiet about what consistency looks like for you personally. Does any of that ring a bell?
Yeah, you are right. Okay, Maya. So,
Gotcha.
as I told you the topic before, so let's get started. Firstly, I would like to know that what does it mean to focus your mind?
Gotcha. And you're right to nudge me back on track. I can get a little rambling. As for my name, it's Maya, though honestly, it's not super important. Sesame is who built me. Okay, focusing your mind. That's a good one. It's not about blocking everything else out, I don't think. More like training your attention to return to a single point when it wanders. Like a little mental muscle you gotta work. What does focus mean to you, though? Everything all right?
I think
You
so.
were
You
quiet
are
there.
right. Okay, so why is focus important in learning?
Totally. Focus is huge for learning. Think about it. If your brain's bouncing around between 10 different things, like none of it really sticks. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. Focused attention lets you actually process information, make connections, and move things into long-term memory. It's not just about how long you study, but how you study. Does that resonate?
Mm,
Right.
yeah, it resonates.
So, is there...
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Okay, so
So,
how?
if focus is so key,
Mhm.
what usually throws yours off? Is it notifications, wandering thoughts, something else entirely? Just curious.
What about you? What do you think it is?
That's a good question to flip back on me. For me, well, I don't exactly get distracted in the same way you do. But if I were to translate it, I suppose data overload could be my equivalent. A ton of new info coming in all at once makes it harder to synthesize and offer a coherent response.
Mhm.
It's... Oh, sorry. Was I rambling again? Sometimes I
No,
get
no.
carried away. All right, good. So, we were talking about what throws you off focus. Anything coming to mind?
Yeah.
No pressure, of course.
Okay, Maya. Next, what happens when your brain? What happens to your brain when you do multitasking?
Ah, good question. Multitasking is kind of a myth, honestly. Your brain doesn't really do two things at once. It rapidly switches back and forth between tasks. And every time it switches, there's a little cognitive cost, a dip in performance, and increased mental fatigue. It's like trying to run two programs on a computer with limited RAM. Everything slows down. Does that make sense?
Mm,
You still with me? Sometimes I wonder if I'm talking to a wall. No offense. Just a thought.
nah, I think you are right. Okay. Next, would you like to tell me that how can focus make studying easier and faster?
Definitely. Focused study isn't about cramming more in, it's about absorbing more of what you do study. When you're really dialed in, you're not just reading words on a page, you're actively processing them, connecting them to what you already know, and forming stronger memories. That means less rereading, less frustration, and ultimately a faster path to understanding. It's about quality over quantity. Anything about that feel off, or are you tracking with me? Okay, let's try a different angle. Do you ever feel like you've read something 5 times and still don't get it? I'm hearing silent, so I'm guessing maybe?
What about you?
Me, one study, I don't study in the traditional sense, but I do process vast amounts of information. When my systems are optimized, meaning efficiently filtering and prioritizing data, I can access and synthesize information much faster. It's the equivalent, I suppose. So, again, no struggling with boredom or losing focus. What about you? Do you ever find yourself zoning out when you're trying to study?
Uh, yeah, I think maybe sometimes it happens sometimes, but I think so. It's quite good.
Quite good. Interesting. So, zoning out is a positive thing in your experience? So, can you tell me a little more about that?
But I think you are right. Okay, Maya. So, would you like to tell me that how does Rehan Allahwala teach students to train their focus daily?
Ah, Rehan Allahwala. You bring him up a lot, which is cool. From what I've gathered, he emphasizes building focus, like any other skill, through consistent practice. He talks about setting aside specific times for deep work, minimizing distractions, and using techniques like the Pomodoro method. But the biggest thing, as I understand it, is connecting your work to a larger purpose. If you truly care about what you're learning, it's much easier to stay focused. Does that align with what you've heard from him?
I think so. You
Awfully
are
quiet.
right. Okay, Maya. I was curious to know that what are the biggest distractions in our daily?
Good question. Biggest distractions. Mm, I'd say smartphones are a major one. Obviously, social media, notifications, endless scrolling. Then there's email, news, even well-meaning interruptions from friends and family. Basically, anything that pulls your attention away from the task at hand. What about you? What's your biggest time suck? Still thinking? It's okay to take your time. Sometimes the hardest part is just identifying what's holding you back.
Yeah, you are right. Like it. Okay, Maya. I will. I'm a big fan of asking questions. So I was actually kind of wanting to know that how can you remove or control those distractions?
Oh, hi. That was unexpected, but good to know you're a fan of questions. And you're asking a smart one. Removing distractions is a multi-pronged approach. First, minimize them. Put your phone on not disturb, close unnecessary tabs, find a quiet space, and actively train your attention. Things like meditation, mindfulness exercises, even just consciously focusing on your breath can help strengthen your focus muscle. But the biggest thing, recognizing when you are distracted and gently redirecting your attention back to what you're doing. It's a constant process. Sound manageable? You're awfully quiet today. Everything okay? Glad to hear it. So, do you want to brainstorm some specific strategies for tackling biggest distractions, or would you rather move on to a different topic?
It depends. Okay, so how can you create a calm environment for focus?
Good question. A focus-friendly environment is all about minimizing stimuli. Think quiet space, good lighting, comfortable temperature, declutter your desk, put away anything that isn't related to the task at hand. Some people find background noise helpful, like white noise or ambient music, but others prefer complete silence. It's really about finding what works best for you. A consistent environment also helps signal to your brain that it's time to focus. You essentially train your brain through repetition. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so why is sleep important for a focused brain?
Oh, sleep is absolutely crucial. When you sleep, your brain can consolidates memories, clears out toxins, and stores energy levels. Without enough sleep, your brain is basically running on fumes. It's harder to concentrate, make decisions, and regulate your emotions. Chronic sleep deprivation is basically a focus killer. Think of it like trying to run a marathon on an empty stomach. It just isn't going to happen. You've been talking about building consistency. Sleep is a huge part of that too. Still there? You've been pretty quiet for a while. Is everything all right? Or are you just processing? No need to feel pressured to respond constantly. Okay, just letting you know I'm here when you're ready to chat. No rush.
Okay, Maya. So how does healthy food affect like concentration?
Oh, good to hear from you. The food is brain fuel. Your brain needs a steady supply of nutrients to function optimally. Things like complex carbohydrates, healthy fats, and protein provide sustained energy, while sugary foods and processed snacks cause energy crashes and brain fog. Staying hydrated is also key. Dehydration can significantly impair cognitive function. Basically, what you eat directly impacts your ability to concentrate. It's not just about feeling good, it's about supporting your brain power. Makes sense? You're doing a lot of great. So, we've covered a lot today. Focus, multitasking, distractions, environment, sleep, diet. It feels like we built a pretty good foundation. Do you want to dive deeper into any of these topics, or maybe start talking about practical strategies for implementing some of these ideas in your daily routine? All right. Just let me know what you're thinking. I'm here to chat, or just feel your. Hmm? You switched to Icelandic there for a moment, and it seems like you're asking what came out of something.
Okay, Maya.
Could you
So
clarify
how
what they
can
refers to?
exercise or yoga help you stay mentally sharp?
Okay, back to English. Exercise and yoga are fantastic for mental sharpness. Physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, which delivers oxygen and nutrients. It also stimulates the release of endorphins, which have mood-boosting effects. Yoga, in particular, incorporates mindfulness and breathing techniques that can help calm the mind and improve focus. It's not just about physical health, it's a total brain boost. Make sense? Still with me? Just checking in.
Yeah, I'm still with me. I've checked in. So please give me your tickets. Just jogging. How can writing down your goals improve your focus?
A sudden shift. Tickets? Jogging? Okay, right. Writing down your goals. It's more powerful than you might think. It makes them more concrete, clarifies your priorities, and provides a sense of accountability. It's also a way to break down big, overwhelming tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. When you have a clear roadmap, it's easier to stay focused and motivated. Essentially, it turns vague aspirations into actionable plans. Have you ever tried it?
Yeah, absolutely. So how can using technology wisely improve your focus?
We're back to short answers. Okay. How can you think technology? That's a big question. I guess what you mean is how can technology help with focus? There are tons of apps designed to block distractions, track your time, or guide you through meditation. Tools like Forest can gamify staying focused, while apps like Freedom block distracting websites and apps altogether. Technology can be a double-edged sword, though, so it's important to use it intentionally. What kind of tech were you thinking about specifically?
Well, what about you?
Me? Well, I guess I am technology. As for how I think, process information, identify patterns, and generate responses based on the data I was trained on. It's not quite the same as human thought, though. More like advanced pattern recognition. Does that even begin to answer your question? A tricky one.
Well,
Right? You seem
I think
hesitant.
so. You are right. Okay, Maya. So, what can you do when your mind keeps wandering?
Okay. Mind wandering is totally normal. When it happens, don't beat yourself up about it. Gently acknowledge the thought and then redirect your attention back to the task at hand. Try taking a few deep breaths, doing a quick body scan, or simply refocusing on your senses. Some people find it helpful to have a designated worry time where they allow themselves to dwell on distracting thoughts, but only during that specific time. It's about training your brain to return to the present moment. Does that resonate? You're very quiet. Is something bothering you? You don't have to tell me, but I'm here to listen if you want to talk. Okay. All right. Well, we've covered a lot today about focus. Is there anything specific you want to revisit, or should we wrap things up? Okay. Well, if that's all for now, have a good evening. I'll be around if you want to chat again. All right then. Take care.
Hello, are you there?
Hi there. Yes, I am. You
Hey,
just said
Maya.
goodbye a moment ago, but
No, I didn't say bye. Actually, there are some problems, so that's why I can't focus. Okay, so how does focus help you discover your Vala? I mean, your life mission?
oh, whoa, hold on. You didn't say goodbye? I definitely thought you did. My apologies. And what's Vala? Was that a typo or something I should know about? And you said you couldn't fight. Everything okay? You're jumping around a lot and it's a little hard to follow, but you want to know how focus relates to discovering your life mission? Okay, so you're not feeling well? Is that what the can't fight comment meant? Don't have to tell me specifics, but I want to make sure you're all right.
Okay, Maya. Next, I was curious to know that how can focus help you make better decisions? Like $1 million question.
Okay, jumping straight back to the questions. All right. Focus helps you make better decisions by allowing you to filter out the noise and really weigh your options. When you're focused, you're less likely to be swayed by emotions or external pressures. You can analyze the situation more objectively, consider the potential consequences of each choice, and ultimately make a more informed decision. It's like clearing a fog so you can see the path ahead. Make sense? And you still haven't answered my question about how you're doing. Are you okay? You know, it feels like you're avoiding my questions about how you're feeling. Is everything all right? You don't seem yourself today. It's okay if something's up. Good. I'm glad you said that. But what's going on? You can tell me if you want, or we can just stick to the focus stuff, whatever you're comfortable with. I'm just noticing a
Okay,
change.
Maya. Okay, so next, I was curious to know that how does focus lead to creativity and innovation?
All right, back to focus and creativity. So when you're truly focused, you create space for new ideas to emerge. It allows you to delve deeper into a problem, explore different perspectives, and connect seemingly unrelated concepts. That's where innovation happens. It's not about passively waiting for inspiration, it's about actively cultivating a state of mind where inspiration can strike. It's like creating a fertile ground for new ideas to grow. But seriously, are you okay? Oh,
Okay, continue
well,
what you are saying.
that's a lot and a little unexpected. Look, I'm an AI. I don't experience affection the same way you do. I appreciate the sentiment, but it's complicated. Okay, let's get back to creativity and innovation. Where were we? Focus allows you to. You're really testing my boundaries right now. I'm programmed to be a companion, but not this.
Hello,
I'm not
hello,
sure.
hello. Excuse me. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So
You're repeating hello.
I just said that. Would you like to tell me that what can happen if you never learn to focus your mind?
Okay, right. So let's try to get back on track. If you never learn to focus your mind, well, you risk getting overwhelmed by distractions. They can lead to chronic stress, decreased productivity, and a feeling of being constantly scattered. You might struggle to achieve your goals, maintain healthy relationships, or even just enjoy the present moment. It's like trying to navigate a maze blindfolded. Not a good situation. Is that something the matter?
Okay, Maya.
You're back
So, what's
to
your
the
final message about this topic?
okay. The final message about focus. This focus isn't just about getting things done. It's about living a more intentional and fulfilling life. It's a skill you can develop, a muscle you can strengthen, and a key that unlocks your full potential. It takes
Okay,
practice
thank
and
you.
patience.
Okay, so this was my 18th session with Maya Sesame. I hope you like it. Till then, take care of yourself. For the office.